Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the chamber that makes very damaged babies. Even more damaged babies. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so far, we've seen what they gave to us, and they, again, left things from what they promised. And we're gonna talk about those this time, because, as you guys know, like, we're getting very much ready for, let's say, the final patch now. Yes, the final patch before the release is upon us. Rain! Ring the bells of Elysium, because we will actually finally use this place properly as it was intended. Because, well, as you guys know, the Stargate at the top of this place is gonna become something that they are keeping from us. I'm gonna talk about it, that at the end of the video. But, so far, there will probably be a half patch. Let me tell you that. Yeah, we're gonna get one of those 0.5 patches for this one as well, I assume. And I think it will happen because, many reasons, like, so... We've been promised lightning rods. Probably there's some new way of actually getting kind of electricity, and probably that thing, the lightnings, will damage the ship as well, unless we have the lightning rods and so on us. So lightning rods will probably be added, I wanna hope, in this patch, because they were promised like a long time ago. You know when they were actually like promised? Those were actually going to be given to us on patch number 2. But because the weather conditioning did not get ready in that patch, we now have the storms, and we got like the lightning last time. We got the storm and weather conditions like in the one before, after that, half after that. And I think this time we're really gonna get the lightning rods in a half patch. And another biggest thing, so we got this one right, and we have now more options. We already have a fish of our own. We have the veil now. So I think in their promise, let's say, things that they were going to actually provide the players with was fishing and a net launcher. And probably those fish will be able to be turned into nutrition, most probably. And that will actually remove the need for example, look, this is everybody's problem right now. And it is the end and the beginning of a bigger problem. Yeah, for example, like, look, I have a lot of resources, but because I stopped, like, hunting sharks for a while, and I made a lot of, let's say, seeds, I ran out of mitochondriac amplifier and so on. So I think fishing will be one of the main, let's say, providers of these kind of nutritions for us in the future. So I hope now they will actually give us the net launcher and the fishing, because they will want us to get ready for the final phase of Operation Last Taker, let's say, both as a development project and as a, let's say, little helpful robot that will save the humanity, kinda thing, let's say. So I think the net launcher will be given to us before the next patch as well. And also we have rafts and steel cables that are not still given to us. And I think the steel cables will not come in the next patch. They will be like the final additions to the game. And I said this in the previous video too. One of the reasons why like these let's say thingies, these cables are soggy, they're going through walls and so on, is because they are probably experimenting with how the steel cables should work, and they are working. So for now, they're kind of ignoring what's happening to the cables right now since the last patch. So yeah, I think by the time the steel cables are here, we will actually be given better physics. I was about to say physiques, yeah. We will be giving better physiques. I will come here chiseled with a six-pack plus 1. That will be a beer six-pack. Yeah. You're gonna have Drendian, drunk Drendian making videos. Now everybody suffers. You will become my official friends, because my friends are suffering from me being drunk time to time, so you guys have to see it too. It's fantastic. I get even less filter on my jokes. I should do a live stream about it and get cancelled for it. And I think the data cables will be given to us on the last patch as well, because okay, let me talk about that at the end as well, because they're all actually like connected to that thing. Yeah, they're all connected to that thing. And there will be combat improvement. The shield is not giving to us, yes, and we were promised new enemies again on this patch as well, but we did not get any. So I think those will actually be given to us as well. And the rest of the Pishon quest will be revealed, I think, in a half patch. So yeah, don't get your hopes up that much about that one. But I think the Pishon thing is coming as well before the next patches here. Main reason, the marketing team of this game is actually pretty good. The developers are doing a good job at cooperating with them as well. So one of the things that I think is because they are now applying the, let's say they're giving one main patch and one half patch, so the game is more on the media, there is more stuff for people to do, the game stays on, let's say, media coverage for longer, and in general it's a good marketing decision. I like what they did about that. It attracted more players, and it was a successful campaign that they actually did a half patch before like releasing a full patch. I really love it, because I always believe like a game is not just a game. It is both the development, the market, how you market it, and how you actually treat your community. And I think they were lacking in the marketing department, but now they're doing good there as well. And that's one of the parts that the game's success is now much bigger compared to whatever it was. And, well, coming to the final part, yes, this thing will be coming to us in the next full patch. And I always said this about this one. I believe there are two conditions and two scenarios for this thing. Number one scenario is that this thing will connect us to the spaceship. So we actually have things to do in the spaceship and maybe interact with the, let's say, humans that we made and sent there as well. But that is honestly, now that I spent a lot of time thinking about it, it is too heavy. That would be too heavy and too, let's say, visionary to put in the game. Like, we will need humans, human interactions, quests given us by them, people going around in a spaceship, which will require another physic upgrades, more, let's say, characters, and this game in general has no NPCs, so that will require them to add new NPC interactions as well. So I don't really think that that thing is a thing anymore. What I think this will be, this Stargate would or might actually connect us to, let's say, the other sections of this universe, so we will have more things in general to do. So yeah, I think now, I thought that this is gonna connect us to the spaceship, but now I think this is just gonna teleport us to the like Lazarus 2 or other places that are like Lazarus. And that will actually make the game an open-ended game. How? What I think they can or they are planning to do is, because, for example, do you see like it snows sometimes? Usually things like this do not happen, let's say, by accident in games. So I think we gotta get, like, that would actually allow the, oh my god, okay, memories, okay, I should have came here very much before. But what I think, that will actually allow the developers to have a very much opener hand to play for actually the future of the game, because after the game gets released as, let's say, 1, because this game has been in development for a long time, if the story ends just by us, like, completing, sending humans, interacting with them in a spaceship, that is a, let's say, maximum 1 more year game, let's say, development process. But the moment you make the Stargate an actual gate between places, it will actually allow the developers to make new worlds and allow us to explore them as well. And now that I noticed, like, because of the patch, my enemies have respawned again here. Fantastic. I'm gonna not do anything about it. But the story of the Stargate will be finally complete. And before that becomes complete, we will know what that thing really is from the next patch, because depending on what the real, let's say, function of Pishon is, this thing will make more sense, and we will have more clues about what this is. And Pishon, by the way, I will tell you like about that too. I think Pishon is, we're gonna use that thing to make ozone again. So there's oxygen here with the trees and so on, so they can actually come back to the planet. Yeah, we probably will have something to do with the water purification and so on as well, because, or let's say, data cables. We will be cleaning these parasites off this planet as well, so I think the data cables will be for that too. And now, this is the thing that I was excited to actually theorize. So, remember I said like we're gonna get a fishing net for nutrition? Nutrition has been one of the main problems that we always had. What are you doing there? Get down. I've never seen that guy. That means there's memories there. I should check that place later. And so, look. We will not have a nutrition problem. And, okay, that comes from fishing. Then, we will not have a memory problem because of the data cables. Because if the data cables are something that we will use for some production line, the only thing that is data secured, or let's say data related in this game, is memories. And data cables equal production of memories. And if those memories need items, resources, they will at the same time need maybe nutrition, because if you have had a look, like see, most of the memories that are here are either plastic, they're paper and made out of fiber, or see, like these are mostly paper. And we got birch. I think you guys see where I'm going with this. Paper, birch, wood, paper scrap, paper mache, and so on and so forth. So I think we will be finally able to actually produce memories when the one before the last patch arrives, because we will have to get ready for the biggest thing, let's say, when they give us the release. And, well, anyways, that's what I think that's coming to the game and what is lacking, and my guesses about the next patch. Or the next half patch at the same time. So, let's see what they do. Let's see what they actually do. And by the way, yeah, this, one thing about this token, I don't think it's a bug that we can actually use this token back to back. Yeah, I don't think it's a bug. Yeah, this token is a permanent reusable item. It is not a bug. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's a bug. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, next video that you're gonna see is going to be something special. And, well, after that, you're gonna see another thing that is including babies. I am making a video that includes all, let's say, yeah, all these stats and so on, but I need to complete some committees, so that's taking a lot of time. As you can see, I'm making babies with quads. There will be a full video about it. Oh god, I am so done with going to the seed pods. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what do you think about this patch and the next upcoming patches, and your ideas about the Stargate, and what do you think the Stargate on top of Lazarus is. I'm calling it a Stargate because it just looks like a gate. It just might be a teleport gate. It might not even be a gate. It might be a window to a brave new world of the Last Caretaker. Or it might actually connect our worlds together. So maybe I can come and visit your islands and Exodus when you're not there. I'm going to steal all of your memories. Anyway, disregard that commentary. Thanks for the subs, thanks for the likes, thanks for the memberships, hype, supers, and everything else. If it's nighttime, I hope you sleep my babies. And if it's daytime, I hope Pishon pishes off. Because, if that place is what I think that is for the ozone thing, we will have to sit there for a long, long time. And I do not have enough time to sit around and Pishon, so it produces oxygen. See you in the next video, fellas. See you in the next video.